I've always been really inspired and really motivated by the history of climbing in America, the formation of the sport, and like the first generation of sport climbing in America has always really fascinated me. And if you take the roots of sport climbing in North America, you can pretty much tie them all back to France. At this point in my life, you know, anywhere that climbing can take me, I'm excited about, and certainly coming to an area as classic and incredible as the Verdon is on the top of my priority list. Part of what I wanted to take away from my trip to France was getting like an authentic taste of kind of what the scene was like as much as I could from the mid-'80s, and the Verdon offers some of the most like incredible, breathtaking, and groundbreaking ascents from the earliest of days of sport climbing. I had met Nina briefly at the Swamish Mountain Fest. I knew that she was super experienced, and I knew that she was really passionate and really psyched about France, the same way that I am about the States and about Colorado, and so I knew that she'd be an amazing tour guide. She's been so excited to show off France and try and really give us an authentic taste of what it means to climb here and live here and eat here, and it's cool, it's really cool.
The gorge of Verdon, it's pure, it's magical. There's something there in the air. You have like thunderstorms, you have sun, you have rain, you have these incredible landscapes. When you're there, you're like far away from the world, far away from stress, far away from everything. You're just there, you enjoy and realize, wow, how magical it is.
We set off to really experience like the quintessential Verdon Gorge. So I pretty much just started flipping through the guidebook looking for hard ascents from the mid-'80s, wrapping in from the top and doing long single pitches out. All right. Yeah, so we checked out some old school climbs, and it was in the spring, so we were still getting some sporadic weather. On a few of the rainy days, when it seemed like all was lost, we found out about this it's a totally new, much more modern cave, and it's a pretty impressive approach. You actually go upstream, up the river, with all your gear. It's literally the only way to access it. crazy.
And there we are. You arrive, and it's just like, wow. And you're looking at this huge cave, and you're like, oh my god, I feel so small here. I love Erdem.
I knew we were taking on water because it got a lot harder to row. We've been draining the boat for like 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. It's still coming out after 8 minutes. I mean, Viva La Vie!
Viva La Vie. We're just doing some boat repair 101 and kind of learning the hard way. There's birds in this hole. There's birds in this hole. It was late in the day. Apparently all the swallows just like come back all at the same time around 6 o'clock or something. Shit. Whoa! It made me a little tired, but you birds!
So, I mean, one of the joys about coming to an area like this is that clearly no one's ever been here. Like, we're sort of forging new ground. How does it feel to be somewhere that no one has ever been before?
It makes me feel alive, Keith. It's like kind of what I live for, you know?
The sense of adventure.
Sense of adventure and a man. It's really satisfied by an area like this.
No human eyes have laid on where we're going right now.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's ever been in this canyon.
Started by doing like about at least 100 feet of this pretty cool 8B plus, and then you head into this incredible head wall which adds another 50 feet or so of climbing. Once you pull the lip of the cave, you have just nauseating exposure over the water. And it's a mega rig. It's really big. It takes just a lot of effort to even get up to the crux of the 8C. So that was a really fun project for me, and much like the other grades in the Verdon, I thought that it stacked up to pretty damn hard route at its grade. So I was pretty psyched to do that thing.
Okay.
After that, we really wanted to kind of get a taste of one of the longer, more committing routes. And earlier in the trip, I had met this guy, Bruno Clement, who is referred to as Graul.
Bruno Clement. Like a teddy bear, you know? He did incredible things in climbing. He put a lot of energy in bolting routes, repeating routes in the Gorge of Verdon.
So my name is Bruno and I live in La Palue, just right off the middle of the gorge, 14 years almost. It's a bit far from everything, but I think if you live here, you know why you live here.
We spent an afternoon hanging out with Raoul, and that night we went back to his place and I was kind of flipping through the guidebook and asking him for his suggestions on what a good larger objective would be for us. And as I was kind of eyeing this route named Dame Cookie, he disappeared momentarily and then he came back with a photograph and he laid it on the table. And he mentioned to me, this is her. This is her. I named this route after her.
This woman was Martin, and she's dead somewhere in the Pyrenees, one of my best friends. Yeah, she was really nice. And always smiling and always making nice cookies.
It was clear that this route meant something a little bit more to him. It looked like an amazing route, and she looked like a beautiful, very cheerful, awesome woman. And it just seemed like the perfect thing.
A fantastic place, and that means I'm climbing with a really strong climber. 7C, 6C, 6C, 8A, 7C plus, 8A plus, and a super pure, beautiful 5C in the end.
Yeah, she was cooking cookies every day and bringing them at the cliff every day. And the boy, my tall one, was happy when she was here. She was always smiling with cookies. Yeah.
Okay! Woo! At the top, We finished in old school style.
Walk the outskirts of this town.
Look at this! Climbing for me is more than just numbers. I love to put a lot of time in it, a lot of heart in it. Climbing teaches me a lot in my life.
Woo! Yes!
The way I appreciate climbing is different now. I want a story, I want something to remember. I want, these routes, especially these hard routes that I do, I want it to be something meaningful. I'm much more concerned with either making my own story, and that is like making a new route of my own, or climbing a route that has an interesting story. And that might be its history, that might be that it's like a beautiful route, maybe its position is incredible, maybe someone I know or love has put it up, or maybe it's been done in the name of someone really special. It's just worth so much more than just another number written down.
I have this picture, yes, it's always here, and it's always good to think about it. And it's good when people do this route to remember her.
I take my medicine on my knee. Twice a day, believe it. Keeps the devil from my door.